So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
And it's Gerrard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. There's a quick free kick. Oh, good spread. And that is headed for the... And a header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. And we have our very first corner. James goes short. Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. McAllister, Baresi makes the interception. And here's Van Basten. It's a good spell of possession, this. Shot, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And this is Shevchenko.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gerrard powering forward here. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. Nicely spread. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Deftly away. Nicked it back promptly. McAllister did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nakata. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's quick to return it. Van Basten. Pull it. Gerrard. He's through here. Well read, nice interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
De Bruyne. Now it's Van Basten. And this is shot at goal! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Van Basten! And that is wildly off target. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Gerrard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Cleared without hesitation. Shevchenko.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
This is a promising build-up. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Delivered across. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's managed to get rid. That's a good ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's going for goal! Off the post! And it's Nakata. And this is Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front. Well, there's the shot! Oh, good finish! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and
just about within shooting range. He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Added time.
Knocks it into space. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Distributed tidily. Mohamed Salah. He's had a shot! And he's cut it out. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
We are glad to inform you.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona get the second half started. Some really good ball movement.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's been played through. And this is Hullet. And he's managed to get free. That is great defending, so alert. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's been hooked away. And the return pass. Baresi. Zanetti. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Van Basten.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Goes for a shot! Wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Forlan picks it up from the goal kick. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Van Basten. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's a promising position, and it's played into the middle. Serginho tries to clear. Scholes. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's where it came from. And this is... It's Van Basten! Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And here's Van Basten. Oh, important interception. And he can clear it away. Serginho. That's a little off target. McAllister tries to pass it through, and that could set him on his way. And he can thump it away. De Bruyne. And that's really well manoeuvred. Juve. And he was quick to react. And he's heaved it away. Gerrard. Forlan. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Mohamed Salah. And this is Forlan. Oh, well played. And he's quick to get rid. Just about up to 75 minutes. Juve receives it. Forlan! Tries to play it through. Gerrard. He's found a way through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, that was vital. Costa Curta can clear it away. Oh, good ball, and the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, it's Van Basten! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Van Basten. No, it's come to nothing.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Serginho gets it clear. James. And it's Salah. Now who's going to be first to this? Howson with the clearance. Juve showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, it's shots...
Shot, surely! Guardiola! Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually.
This is the time you need that pace.
Guardiola. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Neymar! Guardiola gets a foot in here. Gerrard. Messi. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Knocks it into space. And it's Gerrard. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. This looks promising. Plenty to aim at here. He's in a great, decent chance! Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Now he's got space here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Donnarumma. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he can thump it away. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pullet proves just a little bit too strong. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Strong running down that left flank. Gerrard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's good vision. Now this could be a chance. Zielinski. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And he's being shifted off it. Tries to play it through. Messi. Gerrard. And it's Lampard. And they've got rid. And here's Gerrard. Pass somewhat off target. Guardiola is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
It's Gerrard! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Rudiger gets across to intercept that, and it's Gerrard. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's a key interception. But where it came from. Oh, there's the clearance. Howson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Great vision. Gerrard. No, that's been intercepted. Howson is there to clear.
Paris Saint-Germain couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Guardiola did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Zielinski. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's a sharp pass. Spread out to the left. Beckenbauer with the clearance. Gerrard clears. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And the referee has blown for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
And
brings.
now, to all members of the crowd,
So
I'd
neither
like
side
to ask
yet
you to
off the
join
mark.
me in wishing
After all
our
that probing
birthday boy
and testing
a
the
very
waters,
special
here's hoping
birthday.
for a more open second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Has a look up, he's rising! Casemiro. Not the most accurate pass. Rudiger. Can he get on the end of this? Shevchenko chasing after it. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Works it forward.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Gerrard. And that is expertly dealt with. Lampard. Romero. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Casemiro. Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And he was quick to react. Threads one in. Just about up to the hour now. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Well, that pass isn't the best. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. Got it! Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's in! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 8.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 14.
The first breakthrough.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Neymar. Coming on the
Sané.
field, number 9, Kukçu. Number 27.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Sané. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Referee has just said play on. And it's Doué. Now, can they get it back? Doué. Can he finish? In he goes again. And a neat finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter.
Tries one from range! And that is wildly off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Maradona. And the shot!
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Looking for the run. No way through. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Played out wide. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Doué.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Greenwood. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 17, Shevchenko. Coming on the field is number 4.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was
3
lacking.
minutes added time.
And it's Sané. Doué is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Serginho in acres of... Shoots! The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And there goes the final whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim?
Manchester United.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play.
It's Maradona! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Goulet. And a chance! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already. And he's forced to go back. And here's Neymar. Knocks it into space. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No. Tries from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar. And he's quick to get rid. Referee's given a throw. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Al-Wassel are looking to go forward now. He is through here. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, well played, well played. Deftly away. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Maradona. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rooney. Arda Güler. Lovely bit of skill. Now it's Roberto Carlos. The ball goes in. He's rising! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Now it's Shevchenko. Platini can see things others simply cannot. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Hullet. And this is Shevchenko. He's having a shot! And he's managed to get rid. Chance, surely! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
And it's Neymar. Rooney. Goulet is the team's great visionary. Can he get it through? He has found the way through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work.
Shevchenko! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Rooney. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Played in by Roberto Carlos. That's a decent clearance. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, that's neat. And Shevchenko! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Goulet, and that is a little undercooked. Gerrard. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Xavi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Rooney. McAllister. Now, can they get him away? And it's been played through. He's got away, and he welcomes it in. Xavi. And it's Arda Güler. Now Platini. Hullet.
There will be 1 minute at a
The
time.
final seconds now. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos! Oh, that was no routine save.
Carlos clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This possibly the last play of the half. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's having a pop! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish of true class! And this is getting better and better. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it.
And that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. We're on the move again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Gerrard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Lam.